if you're poor, are you stuck poor? That's the message I keep seeing online. And the more I hear it, the more I realize a lot of people are starting to believe it. The game is rigged. If you don't start rich, you'll never catch up. And I get why that message spreads, but it's not the full story, and today I want to prove it. It is everywhere. And if you hear it enough times, it's easy to start believing it. But today I want to pull that idea apart. Is it true? Is it true that if you grow up poor, that you have no real chance of building wealth? Or is there something deeper going on? It's a question that I have asked and tested for more than 30 years. I have spent 30 years in the trenches as a chartered accountant, investor, and someone who's made plenty of mistakes myself, trying to understand what actually builds real wealth, not just on paper, but in real life. And this is what I've learned. The people who win don't just earn more. They think differently. They act differently. And above all, they understand how money works. So in this video, I want to show you why it's not money that creates lasting wealth. It's knowledge. Because once you understand the real game, you realize that your starting point doesn't define your ending point. Knowledge, not money, is the true engine of wealth. And if you think of money like a seed, without knowledge of how to grow it, it just sits there or dies. But with the right knowledge, even a small seed can grow into something huge. Now let's be honest. Inequality today does feel like an unstoppable force. The top 1% of people own nearly half the world's wealth. Meanwhile, over half of humanity struggles to just even build a small financial cushion. The system isn't fair, and pretending it is would be an insult to anyone who's doing it tough. But unfair doesn't mean unwinnable. History tells us a different story, one that almost nobody talks about, because the people who understand how money really works, how to earn it, grow it, protect it, keep finding ways to reclaim opportunity even inside a broken system. And the best part is that knowledge is available to anyone willing to learn. So today I want to show you how very small, consistent changes can completely reshape your financial future. So let's do a quick thought experiment. Imagine tomorrow we reset everything. Every person wakes up with exactly the same amount of money. No billionaires, no broke families. Everyone starts equal. Sounds fair, right? But here's the uncomfortable truth. It just wouldn't take that long before the same people start pulling ahead again and others fall behind. And it's nothing to do with how smart they are, and it has everything to do with what they know. Give it a few more years and the gaps would start to open. Give it a generation and we'd be right back to where we are now. And why? Because wealth doesn't stick to whoever gets lucky once. It sticks to whoever knows how to build it, manage it, and grow it over time. Money without knowledge disappears. And knowledge, even starting with nothing, eventually creates wealth. Take sudden windfalls like lottery winners. There's a popular myth that 70% of lottery winners go bankrupt within 5 years. The truth is a little more complicated, but the real pattern is this. Sudden wealth without financial literacy rarely lasts. Research shows that many lotto winners, especially those who win small to medium prizes, quickly fall back into financial trouble because they don't change their habits or understand how to protect and grow what they have. So money alone doesn't fix money problems. In fact, often it magnifies them. Without the knowledge to manage it, $1 million check can vanish faster than you'd expect. And even when wealth is built the hard way, it rarely survives long without knowledge and discipline. There's a famous old saying, shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations, and it's backed by real numbers. So studies show that 90% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the 3rd generation. So one generation sacrifices and builds it, the next generation enjoys it, and the third often loses it. Because without the habits, education, and mindset that created the wealth, even a fortune can't hold itself together. So wealth without wisdom evaporates. And if you look at history on a national scale, you will see the same pattern. So after the collapse of the Soviet Union, wealth was redistributed broadly amongst all the citizens. And at first it looked like a fresh start, a chance for equal opportunity. But within just a few years, a tiny handful of individuals, the oligarchs, they controlled most of the country's wealth. And not because they were given more, but because they understood how to move quickly, exploit the rules, and build assets. So knowledge concentrated wealth, even after everything was made equal. Redistribution without education simply led back to inequality. And today, the biggest divide isn't just money, it's financial literacy. The OECD reports that financial literacy predicts financial security better than income or even formal education. But there's a huge gap. Only 24% of lower income families receive any kind of financial education. Meanwhile, 70% of wealthy families intentionally teach financial skills early. Knowledge is the advantage that compounds over time. And it's a sad truth. It's rarely taught unless you go looking for it. So what does all of this mean? It means that your starting point doesn't define your finish line, that you don't need a big inheritance. You don't need to get lucky. You don't even need the world to play fair. But you do need three things. Number one, financial literacy, understanding how money flows, grows, and works for you. Number two, strategic habits, savings, investing, and protecting what you build. And number three, long-term thinking, building assets, not chasing short-term dopamine hits. None of these are gifts. They are skills. And anyone, no matter where they start, can learn them starting today. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. The real revolution isn't about resetting money. It's about resetting knowledge. Because when you master how wealth is created, when you think differently, act differently, invest differently, you can take control of your financial destiny. No economy will steal that from you. No system can rig that away. Money comes and goes, but the right knowledge, that's wealth no one can take from you. If this has helped shift the way that you think about wealth, even a little, then the next step is learning how to actually build that knowledge. So in my next video, I'm going to break down what financial literacy really is and how money actually flows and how you can start making it work for you. I'll see you there.